What's up, people? Happy Thanksgiving if you celebrate Thanksgiving. Happy day of just food. If you just want to spend time with your family, eat with your family, all that good stuff. This is the podcast, Sports and Superheroes, where we talk about the sports and superhero entertainment news of the week, give our opinions on the news stories, and let y'all know about it. We just talk about the stuff we love. Me and my friend Marcus. I'm Sammy. Marcus does the sports. I do the superheroes. Say what's up to the people, Marcus.
What's up, people? Happy Thursday tomorrow. Happy Thursday. Whatever, man.
Yeah, so while you with the in-laws, family, friends, or whoever you decide to eat food with and spend time with, you go ahead and listen to us while they cooking and help pass that day until that food is ready. But we ain't gonna take too much of your time on this Thanksgiving day, so we're gonna just jump right into these stories. But before we do that, you always can hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share the podcast to all the people you know, even your enemies, because your enemies got to have something enjoyable to listen to as well. But go ahead and share that. We greatly appreciate it. It help us with the algorithm and all that good stuff, and pushes out to new people. And we greatly appreciate that. But check out all our social medias down below as well. And if you would like to leave us a voice message, you can. There's a link down there. You can do a 1 minute voice message, and we'll probably put it on the podcast. As long as you're not saying no weird stuff or nothing like that. But if you got something weird, we'll listen to it and probably not play it. But go ahead and leave it on there. We'll check it out. But with that being said, Marcus, let's jump into that first story.
All right. Well, since Thursday, tomorrow's a special day around here, we can talk a little football. First, we'll go back to something that happened over the summer. We're going to talk about Micah Parsons' trade to Green Bay.
Mm-hmm.
The Cowboys had included in that trade what is called a poison pill. Uh, when they traded Michael Parsons to Green Bay Packers, and a poison pill is to to prevent Green Bay from trading Micah Parsons to the Philadelphia Eagles until after the 2026 season. If
Okay.
they traded him to the Eagles before 2026, the Packers will owe Dallas their first round pick in the 2028 draft. So just try and keep him from there. Dallas is trying to keep Micah from their division rivals, Philadelphia. Um, a similar condition applied to Kenny Clark if the Cowboys traded him to an NFC North team. So Kenny Clark came from Green Bay and went to Dallas. So same thing in the contract.
Okay.
Um, yeah, that's it. This was done, like I said, to block Parsons from joining a division rival, mirroring a previous Packers attempt to prevent Brett Favre from joining the Vikings. So I don't know if you remember, Favre left Green Bay, went to the Jets, then went to Minnesota.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
and
It
then
didn't. I thought what's name was gonna do the same thing.
it was looking like they ever left Green Bay, went to the Jets, but then went to Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
It, it was looking like the same thing was gonna happen. The Eagles tried to get Michael Parsons in the summer when
Okay.
they knew Jerry Jones wasn't gonna send him up to Philly, but they're like, oh, don't hurt the axe, troll you a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah, yeah. Throw a little
Uh,
cash, see what happens.
yeah, it said in August 2008, when the Packers traded Favre to New York Jets, they included a provision that said if the Jets then traded Favre to an NFC North rival, such as the Vikings, who wanted the MVP quarterback, then they would owe Green Bay three first round picks.
Okay.
So I said all that to say that tomorrow there's some pretty big games on tomorrow, especially for the NFC North, because you got the NFC North division leaders, Chicago Bears at the top right now.
Hmm.
Tomorrow, Green Bay and Detroit play each other. So normal Thanksgiving Day game. They play at noon.
Hmm.
Then you got Kansas City and Dallas playing at 3:30. Correct, I should say what channels. It's Green Bay, Detroit on Fox at noon. Kansas City and Dallas at 3:30 on CBS and Paramount Plus, and then Cincinnati and Baltimore at 7:20 on NBC and Peacock. Apparently, Joe Burrow is supposed to come back and play in that game versus Baltimore. I really don't understand why,
Mm-hmm.
because Cincinnati is bad. They what is their record? They are 3-8. So I don't understand why Joe Burrow is even coming back. It's not like they're fighting for a playoff spot. They're
True. I
they're
guess you
they're done
want
so.
him to get some reps, but
No, Joe Burrow need reps. Like there's the thing. It's the same team when he left. The offense will be fine, but their defense sucks. Their offense could score 40, but then the defense will get up 42, 47. So
mm-hmm.
and you know, I understand as a comparative you want to come back, but like Joe Burrow, he'll up that toe and come back next season, bro, because
Yeah.
that's a wrap for them. So yes, like I said, currently the Bears is at the top of the NFC North. They are 8-3 with Green Bay behind them with 7-3-1, and then the Detroit Lions at 7-4. So that's a big game between Green Bay and Detroit division rivals. And then the Bears play Philadelphia on Friday at 2 p.m. on Prime Video. So these games this week can shake up the standing
Oh
in the
yeah.
NFC North. So I've
Mm.
noticed after every team the Bears beat, their fans get on Twitter and just start acting like babies, just crying. And I like, come on, man. Like, what is like every time, every team so far, Commander fans are still crying about that loss. It was ridiculous. And Pittsburgh fans was crying last week. Philadelphia's official Twitter account was doing a little talking this morning. So, of course, I hope Chicago wins. I need them to play a good game though, because like I said a few weeks ago, they keep winning these close games and
Mm-hmm.
can't continue to
Yeah.
win like that. You
It
can't.
it's not something you want to hang your hat on all the time. Like I
Yes.
seen that last game they came back and won, and I was like, they came back and won this game, and then I watched the highlights of how they did it, and I was like, they did, they played, but like that's not something you want to do week in and week out. What week we're in? Like week 13 or 12?
11, 12.
Okay,
Yeah.
and there's
No, we're going. No,
16 weeks.
we're going into week 13.
Okay, and there's 16 weeks before playoffs start, right?
I think there's 17 games now.
17 games. Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
also I was gonna say, the Dallas and Kansas City game is big because Dallas is 5-5,
Okay.
and they're behind Philadelphia, who's also 8-3. So I mean, even if Philadelphia lose and Dallas win, Philadelphia still hold first place. But also because Kansas City is 6-5, and they're third in their division. So Kansas City needs to do some catch up. They got the Chargers, who's ahead of them, is 7-4, and the Broncos, who are 9-2. I will say this has been a weird season in football because you have teams that's at the top of the division who people didn't think is going to be good. Like for instance, the Patriots are 10-2. No one saw that coming. Buffalo is
Yeah.
7-4. Uh, Baltimore and Pittsburgh are both 6-5. You know, Baltimore, Lamar Jackson was out a few games.
Yeah.
I mean, Burrow was out. They're 3-8, but Flacco did come in and play decently. You got old man Rodgers. Got Pittsburgh 6-5. The Colts is another surprise team. They're 8-3 and leading their division in the AFC South.
Mm-hmm.
Jacksonville is 7-4. No one. I mean, Broncos are 9-2. No one expects them to be leaving the AFC West, and
Mm-hmm.
no one definitely didn't expect Kansas City to be 6-5, being third in that division.
Yeah.
And again, no one expects for the Bears to be 8-3 and leading the NFC North right now. Another spot, the Carolina Panthers aren't doing too bad. They're 6-6.
Okay.
They right behind Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is 6-5. But Mayfield got injured last Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they said they're expected for him to play this weekend. So yeah, it's been a weird season. So we'll see how it plays out. And yeah, go
Yeah.
Bears.
Yeah.
Go
It is very like the Patriots.
Yeah,
They are
10-2.
moving right along. That's crazy. Like no one
They,
expected that.
yeah, they got the best record in football at
Mm.
10-2. Yeah,
And I can't even tell you who's on the Patriots squad. Like I
most
don't
people
know
can't.
any superstar.
I can name two players. Mark Jones. So that is it Mike Jones or Mac Jones? Mac Jones. He was a quarterback, and Stephon Diggs.
Okay.
That's the only two people I can tell you this
Oh
plays
yeah,
for them.
Stephon Diggs is on there because I seen him. He was playing his former team. I think it was a Thursday night, and he really wanted to get that win out, and they did win. So yeah, I remember that. Okay, that's one player. But yeah,
Yeah,
okay, okay.
but yeah,
Well, speaking of incredible odds, we're gonna talk about Invincible. Yeah, that's all I had.
it
So
worked.
Invincible. We had one of the actors from Invincible who plays the character Parallax, Aaron Paul. He has come out and said he's not going to return to the character. He like they asked him to come back, and he said these are his words. Side note: for those who don't know who Parallax is in Invincible, he's a scientist that through some weird events he does have a power, um, but it's not a super strong power. But due to some weird events, he believes technically Mark did kill his sister and her kid, so he wanted to get revenge on Invincible. And through the process of him trying to get a revenge on Invincible, he killed his own wife and kid, which he also blames Mark for. So his whole thing is a revenge kick, but it's really not Mark's fault completely. It's weird. It's a weird thing. But Aaron Paul said he's not going to come back to voice the character. And these are his words. He said they asked me to come back for the next season, but I gotta tell you that show. I'm such a fan. I watch it every episode. I love it, but it was just way too grueling on me physically, on my psyche. I have so much respect for what they are doing, but Parallax, man, he really has not just messed up, messing me. He's not just messing around. I mean, he's going through turmoil, and you know how I approach everything I do. I really put myself into the skin, and it was a skin I did not feel comfortable with. To be honest, I did not want to do it anymore. I love the guys. Everyone in that camp is amazing, but what it did to me, I didn't like, so I couldn't continue. He also goes says he is delusional and emotionally unstable scientist. Oh wait, I guess that's kind of he does say this. A scientist who irresponsibly deserves revenge on Invincible for his unintended role in deaths of his sister and niece, as well as self-inflicted deaths on his wife and son. So I do like the character and his little bit of an arc. And I didn't realize that was Aaron Paul who voiced him, but I think he did a good job. I hate to see him not play that role, but I get it. It is a very emotionally devastating role. Like this man has been just torn up through the actions within this world, and then him using Invincible to be the cause of those actions. Because there was a time in that episode where he was like going through histories of all the Invincible sightings, learning what he did, learning about Invincible, and like saying how he murdered this people and he tried to get the police to arrest him. He was really going through it and he was struggling. I get it. And in a world where there's super beings and then they fight each other and there's casualties, like mass casualties, do the police go against them? Do they fight? Do they charge them with stuff? Do they get justice for their loved ones that get killed in the process of these? I get it. It was a realistic look at that. But the way you've seen him become a supervillain in that process, which is really interesting to watch, and made that season really, really good. It made it really good. Like the show is phenomenal. I'm surprised the show has lasted this long because at first a lot of people weren't watching it, but people are starting to watch the show, and it's getting great ratings. It's putting Amazon up there at the top of for superhero content right now. That's one of the shows that's killing it. But we have I think it's the fifth season coming up this summer that will be coming out. Well, in 2026. So I'm looking forward to that. Marcus, you haven't watched any of the episodes, have you?
No.
No. Okay. I think we talked about you watching, trying to get you to watch the first season and see what you think about it. It's a really good show. It's a more realistic look at superheroes and the way they affect the world within that universe they're in. That first episode is crazy. That first
Yeah.
episode there's a big twist that happens, and you're like, oh, I didn't see that coming. Especially if you didn't read the comic book. I didn't read the comic book, so everything the show brought to me was brand new to me. And then I start reading some of the comic books, so it's really an interesting show in the way they handled it. I gotta give it to them, but I can understand why my man's wanna step away from that role. Hey, you gotta protect your mental. You gotta protect your mental, 100%. But guys, let us know. Do you watch Invincible? Did you like Parallax? Are you upset that Aaron won't be voicing him in the next season? Or do you understand and you're like, hey, protect your mental, find your safe space? Let us know in the comments down below.
Before I get into the next topic, I just want to clear something up. Quarterback for the Patriots is Drake May. I said
Drake
Mac
May.
Jones. Mac Jones was a quarterback. He got traded, but it's
Okay.
Drake May. Just want to clear that up.
Okay.
All right, so let's talk about baseball. This baseball's turn now to step up to the court and talk about betting and a betting scandal. So, a federal indictment has revealed details of a MLB betting investigation involving Cleveland Guardians pitcher Luis Ortiz and Emmanuel Class. The indictment alleges that Class and Ortiz intentionally threw pitches outside the strike zone to ensure bettors with whom they had direct connections won wagers. The scheme, which began as early as May 2023 with Class, resulted in over 450,000 in winning for bettors, with portions transferred to the pitcher's associates. Uh, class Class appears to be the primary instigator, directly communicating with bettors and facilitating their attendance at games while the activity occurred. Uh, Pitcher Class previously suspended for PEDs is now implemented in a serious gambling scheme with Ortiz despite his success in contract. This case uh, is far more alarming than the other recent baseball gambling scandals, which includes I don't know if you remember that O'Shanti's interpreter.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Uh,
I remember that.
which include Ashanti's interpreter and umpire and minor leaguers. Hmm, I don't. I did this research on this a while ago, so yeah, I didn't know it was an empire that was
Yeah,
involved in the betting scandal too. I
there's a
learned something
lot of
new.
people, a
Learned
lot of
something
people
new.
in this.
Learned something new. My own notes and a minor league team. I didn't know anything. Uh, yeah,
Everybody was getting some cake.
an umpire, a minor league team, uh, and allegedly tied to directly influence games outcomes for personal gain. Yeah. So yeah, it's, I feel like more and more this type of stories is going to come out because all major sports here in America is constantly
Yeah,
promoting sports betting. Like
yeah,
I don't, I know these leagues they were just looking at the revenue share, but they didn't because think about it. You constantly promote it. You can't watch any sporting event in America without a commercial coming on about betting, right?
hmm,
And it comes to the point where, as a player, he was like, "Well, maybe I can bet." I'm like, they know they can't do it directly themselves. I'm like, well, I can get this person to do it, this person to do it. There's no way it's gonna come back to me.
hmm,
But you, you can't. I feel like when people you get greedy, like it happened once, you keep doing it
yeah,
but you're doing it too close together. Like you got to spread this shit out.
yeah. You get
And
away with it
then
one time, you be like, ah, I could do it again, and
I, I'm not really, I'm not a betting man myself. But if I was, and I play in this league, and I felt that goofy enough to bet on games in my profession, one thing I'm going, if I'm gonna do it, yes, obviously you got to pick people. I'm spreading shit out for one.
hmm,
For two, we're not talking on the phone about it. We're not texting about it. Only communication we have is face to face, and even then, see, I couldn't do it because I'd be so paranoid. I'm gonna do y'all like pause. Like remember Belly when he made Buddy
oh
strip when you
yeah,
sit on the couch? Yeah,
yeah,
man, I need to make sure. I need to make sure. Need to make sure. So,
I understand.
and at that point, it's not even worth it. You could be that I would be too paranoid. It wouldn't even be worth it. But
I
yeah,
understand.
they get greedy. They make all these bets close together, or like in a NBA case, Terry Rozier, like all of a sudden, all these bets for the under for his stats right before the games. Like you're doing it wrong, buddy. You're doing it
Yeah,
wrong. But
yeah. I heard about this like a couple days ago, and the skill you have to have to, because they've been doing it for a while, and
oh
it
yeah, for
didn't get
sure,
caught. So
for
for the
sure.
skill for you to have to make it still look like you're intentionally doing it on purpose and cover these bets. Like I don't even know what the signals they were doing because they didn't get caught with signals either. Like
Yeah,
it's crazy,
yeah.
but it's a lot of money here. So I get the 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 greediness of trying to do it and thinking you get away with it. So yeah,
Mhm.
like you said, I think we're gonna see more of these stories
Yeah,
because clearly people been doing this for years, but now
yeah.
that betting is so high, it's on a bigger level.
And that's the thing. I think it's more difficult to try and pull this off in professional sports because you got to think in professional, you're the top one, 2, 3% of
Yeah,
players who can actually play that sport. So you're like really, really good. And then, I mean, no one's perfect, but all of a sudden you can't throw the ball. the ball nowhere near the strike zone, or you can't get a basket to save your life. Like
Yeah.
that's wild. And basketball, I think, is even harder. I might be biased because that's my favorite sport, but you can accidentally make a shot. You can't you
True.
won't even be trying to make it, and shit will go in. You just get it near the rim and it'll go in. So
Yeah, you don't accidentally hit a home run. It's not how it works.
right. So I mean, it's just a matter. I don't. I wonder. I'm waiting to see if the story because will come out on hockey. That's
Football.
what
Whoa,
we've
we still
we've
got.
had,
Is it? Has there been a football gambling scandal?
not not
Not
yet
lately.
not that
Uh,
yet, but even like I don't know. There's been some things this season that's been a little suspicious.
yeah, what was up with that? I seen the Browns do a punt when they were at the 30, and they could have easily made a field goal instead of punting.
What
That
what
was
I
weird.
yeah. Yeah, I wasn't that game. I know it was. You're probably right. I remember it was a game. I just don't remember what game it was. Like recent, like this past week or a week or two ago.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it was what's the name's first
I
start. They
I
punted
believe
it.
it was. I believe it was the Browns. Yeah, yeah.
They was
I
like,
mean,
why
we
did you go to field goal? But they covered, so Vegas won.
right. Right. It was another. And this involved my team when Bears was playing the Giants. The Giants was, and I'm sure I spoke to. I think I spoke about this. The Giants was in the red zone. It was within the 5 yard line.
Yeah,
I think they went for it or something. They got a penalty, so they reset it. So they had four more downs inside the five, and instead of trying to get a touchdown, they just kicked the field goal.
yeah.
I was like, that didn't make any sense. I was happy. I was like, but that didn't make any sense. And then
Nope.
the coach eventually got fired anyway. But yeah, there's been some suspicious plays in the NFL as well. So we'll
Yeah,
have to see. And then you have the whole thing with the Kansas City Chiefs last season with
yeah.
the referees and calls. So
So
it's
many
only a,
people upset about that.
it's only a matter of time.
Very
So
true. Very true. Uh, but speaking of people being upset, Lanterns has got pushed back. Yes, Lanterns, a TV show that was coming out for DC this season, was supposed to be coming out the beginning of 2026. So we were thinking it was going to be coming out January, February, that time. Now it's gotten pushed back to the end of summer of 2026. So we will get Supergirl first, and then we will get Lanterns, and then Clayface, I believe. I believe that's when that's supposed to come out. I believe Clayface is supposed to come out later in the year. Let me double check. I should have had this for you guys, but I don't. Clayface 2026. So yeah, Clayface is supposed to come out in September. So the next DC project after Peacemaker will be Supergirl now. It was supposed to be Lanterns, but it will be Supergirl. There hasn't been a big reason why. Um, I suspect they had to retool some things after Peacemaker. Um, so that is my assumption. But uh, I'm a little disappointed because I word is a Lantern show is good. That's what the word is. It's a really good show. Even though we're listening to the people that made the show, heard it's good. Side note, they did show a trailer for Lanterns at C2E, but they only showed it for like press. So only press got to see it. The rumors coming out of that is that you don't see um, John Stewart in a Green Lantern suit, but you see Hal Jordan in the Green Lantern suit, and it feels like it's more of a Western mystery galaxy hopping kind of show, kind of mixed all together. And how Jordan is teaching John Stewart, but he's like a replacement teacher. Somebody else is supposed to be teaching him. So John Stewart is just like, "Hey, I'm already better than you. What are you doing?" Kind of attitude to him. And apparently they're gonna have other lanterns there. The word is there's one that is, I forget his name. I think it's Chip. He's kind of a squirrel looking lantern. He's supposed to be in the show a little bit. So I'm really kind of excited to see this show. For one, the Green Lanterns don't have many shows, solo shows. I think they have like two cartoons. They of course have the Lantern movie that was bad with Ryan Reynolds, but this it they have a big history as characters, and they have so much lore to go through. It is really interesting to finally see more about them. I'm not the hugest fan. One of my friends is a big Green Lantern fan. He has a Green Lantern tattoo, but I do like them as characters, and not only them, but then the break off of the different Lantern cores, because there's like blue, purple, white, so many different stuff that you get
Really?
into. Is yeah, there are multiple. So there's a comic book where they have the different Lantern cores, and they all have a different emotion attached to it. So like the blue is hope, the red is anger, yellow's fear. I think purple is like wisdom or something like that. And then there's black. There's a black one. At a certain point, Batman becomes a lantern and Superman becomes a lantern. They get lantern rings. They got a lot of stuff going on with lanterns. I don't think we're gonna get to that stuff, but I would like to see some more Green Lantern stuff down the road eventually. So super bummed that it's got pushed back, but hopefully it got pushed back for a good reason, and they're retooling stuff and making stuff better for the show. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see.
All right. I did not know they had that many different colors because
Yeah,
it's called Green Lantern. So
yeah. That's how it started. Um, it's
oh,
it's it's a they have an even weirder kind of accept origin story than Superman does. So it's really unique in itself.
yeah. Well, what does it go? The more you know. So you got the name there.
Yeah.
I'm like, that sounds like the Power Rangers right there. What we talking about? Green Lantern, blue and yellow and red. Like it's Power Rangers. That's what it sounds like to me. But we were talking about Cleveland Browns in the last sports segment. We're gonna keep talking about the Cleveland Browns and in this segment. So hold on. Shedeur Sanders started last week
Yep.
against the Las Vegas Raiders. Cleveland won 24-10. Shedeur had 209 passing yards, a touchdown, and an interception. Shedeur is the Browns' 42nd quarterback to start since 1999. He also became the first Cleveland quarterback to win his first NFL start since 1995. The victory ended a 17-game losing streak for the Browns in games with a quarterback making their first career start. That was the longest streak by any franchise since 1950.
Mm.
So Shedeur replaced Gabriel, who was in concussion protocol. Dylan was checked for a concussion at halftime of last week's game, not this past week, but the week before versus the
Yeah.
Baltimore Ravens. It was determined he had a concussion, so Shedeur has started the second half of that game. Um, and that game, the Browns lost 23-16. Shedeur was 4 for 16 passing for 47 yards and interception. So he didn't play well in that game, but then this past Sunday against the Raiders. Played well, which I'm also going to come back to that as well. Uh, the coach of the Browns named Shedeur the starter for their next game this Sunday against San Francisco. That was what's today? Wednesday? Yesterday, he named him a
Mhm.
starter. He had previously said with Dylan uh, clear concussion protocol that Dylan would start, but Dylan could clear protocol, but he still Shedeur is still starting this game.
Okay.
And then so now we get to the part that's been irritating me for the last few days. Um, I forgot the thought I was gonna say when I said I was gonna come back to that. What was I talking about?
About how he played in his first starting game.
Uh, oh, so people were saying, "Oh, it's just the Raiders. The Raiders is in shambles. This and that and that. They're not your team. Blah blah blah." It's like raining on his parade.
Yeah.
Regardless, it was his first start. He finally
Mhm.
got reps with the first team, and he won the game. Like, why are y'all shit on this man? Y'all been shitting on him since the draft. But that wasn't even the worst of it. So after the game, Shedeur did an interview, and I'm going to quote some things he said. He said, "I think I showed a couple of great pieces, and there are some things I wish I could get back. But man, and win is crazy. It's amazing, you know. Of 1 week of practice, this is 1 week of practice. So imagine what a full off season look like. It gets
Yeah.
dangerous."
Yeah.
That quote got a lot of people in their feelings. In their
Yeah.
feelings. Boy, I've never seen so many grown men on TV and the internet. Oh my God. The shit is what? Oh yeah, we 37 minutes. The shit is fucking ridiculous. Oh my
They
God.
did get very upset, talking about, oh, he's so cocky and this
I,
is. It's like,
I'm,
no,
I'm,
he confident.
I'm gonna get. I'm glad you brought it up because I'm gonna. I'm definitely. I'm not gonna forget about that. I'm coming back to that point which you just said. And then Shadura also said a lot of people want to see me fail, and it's not going to happen. It ain't going to happen. Um, like I said, that had people in their feelings. So, like I said, I'm glad you brung it up because I also was on the same wavelength. So, I'm going to give the definition of confidence and cocky. So, the definition of confidence is the feeling or belief that one can rely on someone or something. Firm trust. A confident person has a strong belief in their own abilities and self worth, which makes them feel self assured and bold. That is the definition of confidence. The definition of cocky is conceited or arrogant, especially in a bold or improved way. A cocky person is someone who is overly confident and self assured, often to an arrogant and annoying degree. So I feel like the the lines gets blurred between confident and cocky.
Hmm.
Like some people can see can, as it's natural. Like you and I, we can see the same thing, hear the same thing, but interpret it two different ways. Um, and I feel like because the way Shador has grown up and who his father was, like he has confidence. Dion raised his kids to be confident in everything they do. Dion was confident in what he did when he played. This
Yep.
man played football and baseball. He played both sports in 1 day because he was confident in his abilities and he did both and did both well. The thing that's been irritating me is because you get all these grown men on TV and on Twitter. There was one tweet that went viral, and Buddy just played the last 15 seconds of Shadur's interview after the game when he said, "Imagine if I had a full off season, it would look like it would get dangerous." The interview was 2 minutes 2 minutes plus long. And at the beginning, he thanked God and he shook the. They said he shook his offensive lineman's hand and thanked everybody, and he thanked his teammates and all the stuff. This guy put the last 15 seconds of that clip of what Shedeur said, and it went viral. It went crazy. And then it was another guy said, "This is the problem. This is why people." I think his caption was, "This is why people don't like Shedeur." I was like, okay, but when Jackson Dart started,
Yeah.
he scored his touchdown. He did his dance. It
Yeah.
was fine. You know, Baker
Yes,
Mayfield.
sir.
I like Baker Mayfield. This month, if I remember correctly, and if it's not Baker Mayfield, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. But one of those quarterbacks took the flag and stuck it in the middle of the field. I don't remember. I don't remember if it was Baker or Johnny Manziel. I don't remember which one.
Mm,
But I feel like quarterbacks, and I already know what people say, but certain quarterbacks can get away with certain things.
yeah.
Well, certain quarterbacks, oh, he's confident. He's confident in his ability. Other people, oh, he's cocky. He's arrogant. Nah, man. This man, Shador is confident. He has, I gave the definition of confidence, like I said, people interpret things different ways. And
Yeah.
he has a confidence in his ability and his self worth, and he know what he can do.
Very
His
true.
father played in NFL. He got trained by Tom Brady. Tom Brady was his mentor. Yes, he's confident. I would say his first touchdown pass, he made a play, avoided a second through a 52-yard bomb for his first touchdown. Had Miles Garrett on his team. We shout out to Miles Garrett because he had 3 sacks that game. Cleveland defense as a whole had 10 sacks, the whole team
Yeah,
for the
they was
whole game.
killing it. They was
Miles
killing it.
Garrett had three, so shout out to Miles Garrett. But after Shador made that pass, that his first touchdown pass, Miles Garrett was like, whoo, he was even impressed. And then Miles Garrett was quoting like, there's not many quarterbacks who can make that play.
Yeah.
Is he like spun out on the run and
Yeah.
the
Was
man is
that boy?
confident.
Yeah,
And
man.
and I feel like to play at a high level at anything or work at a high level, you have to be confident. You cannot go out there and be half-hearted or not have your heart on to it or don't feel like you can do the job. You gotta have confidence to play on the highest level.
Yeah.
And after all Shador has been through, first round pick, third string quarterback, not getting reps in the first game, not getting reps with the first team, got thrown in. I believe, I don't know this personally, I don't know. I don't believe the coach really likes Shador for the Cleveland Browns.
Not at all. He do not.
He don't like him. And for him to come out and win his first game, and if it was so easy, why haven't any
Why did
starter
Gabriel?
for the
Yeah,
Browns? Why did
exactly.
it take so long?
This man set a
1950,
record. He set a record with the Browns because of
17,
that.
17 games. Yeah,
Crazy.
if I'm sure, like I'm a humble person, but if I was a Shador situation, I did, yeah, I would be confident after that. I'm like, yeah,
Let him
it was
have
just
his
1 week,
moment. Like,
right?
let him
They
have his.
they constantly shouldn't try to shit on his parade because of who he is and who his dad is. Not I won't say was who his dad is, and they want to try to make an example. But the kid is gracing for greatness. I just hope he continues to play well
Yeah.
because if he doesn't, this quote is of course gonna come back at Hunter. Like it's come back to Hunter right now, and he played and won the first game.
True. True.
Come on, man, let the kid live. Stop all these. Oh, I've been irritated these last few days because it's just been all over social media. Like
Yeah.
I'm pretty good at not watching the sports shows on TV. But this shit just kept popping up on my timeline. I was getting more and more annoyed and irritated. But shout out to Shedeur, shout out to the Sanders family, Dion. That I'm like the black. I did. Oh my! Yeah, I saw one clip. It was like even black people. I can remember who said it. Was it Chris Broussard? I can't remember, but they was like even I think it was Chris Broussard. It was like even black people uh don't even like this talk. They're like, yeah, it was Chris Broussard. It was like black
Come
people
on.
like even he went as far as went to Muhammad Ali. He like black people didn't like Muhammad Ali when he's doing all that talking. I was like, are we serious? Like, what are we doing? Black people, we are confident in everything we do. We
Mm-hmm.
have a certain swag with everything we do. We have the confidence because we have to. We can't have hard nothing. Because
No.
if we have as anything, it we can half-ass it and still do better than others and it still look bad upon. We have to
Yep.
work twice as hard
Yep.
to be seen while other people can work half-ass it and they still get, put up on a
Yeah.
pedestal. So I'm not gonna go too much more and get off my soapbox, but shout out to Shedeur. And what's your thoughts on this, Sammy?
I'm glad he got to somewhat prove himself and hopefully continue to keep proving himself. I seen something talking about quarterback QBR, and this dude was like, I think I'm gonna stop listening to this because they gave Shador a 8.2 and they gave another quarterback like a 17.2. And that quarterback threw two interceptions, no touchdowns. They had like 82 yards of passing on in his, and it was like, how does he get a higher score than the guy that threw a touchdown, had like, I think he had
Yeah,
like
200,
100,
209,
two,
200, 209
209.
passes. Yeah,
Like, how did he get a bigger score than this guy? And he won the game he was in too. It's like, what are we doing? So you're definitely seeing a lot of bias, and I think it's because of his last name and
for
who
sure.
they feel he represents, which is, I get it, that's gonna follow you, but at a certain point, you just got to go by the stats. Just go by the stats. His stats say he should have had a definitely more than an 8.6 QBR, definitely more than an 8.6. So give him the real stats, give him the real numbers. If you're gonna do this thing that way, do it correctly. If not, stop doing it. Don't bullshit. Like, that's the only thing I hate about it. But hopefully he continue having a decent game, playing good. He's still learning. He's still
Yeah.
learning. This is a new level. He's learning to be on that new level. Let the man get his reps in.
I will say Shador is going to face the adversity like LeBron did when he first came to the league in 2003.
Yeah.
That's the type of criticism Shador is going to face. I just wish him success. And he has a good team behind him, like family and all of that. So I
Mm-hmm.
think he'll be fine on that part. But I just hope it doesn't like affect him. Because we could be as confident we want, but eventually the shit gets annoying.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope he continues winning, and I hope he doesn't let the outside like affect him and his mental and what he's doing. Because he's going to face, as you said now, he's going to face criticism whether he wins or lose.
Yeah.
He win and he's facing criticism. Now, when he loses his first game, it's going to be a worse because he lost.
Mm-hmm.
So I
It's gonna
wish
be
him the
so
best.
hard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wish him the
But like
best,
you
and I wish him
said,
nothing but success.
you said his coach don't like him. His coach definitely don't like him because he didn't even get the
No,
game ball after
I
that game. He didn't
I
even get the
heard
game
that.
ball.
I heard that. I didn't. At the time I was doing the research, when I first looked it up, I couldn't find anything about it, and then I forgot about it. But yes, I heard. Yes, he didn't even get the game. How do you not give the guy who's a rookie who won his first game?
Exactly.
How does he not get the game ball? I
Who
mean,
broke a losing record for starting quarterbacks in your
right?
organization? You don't give him
Like,
the game ball, and you gave
I
him a passing compliment that really wasn't a compliment. You kind of shitted on him a little bit and moved on. You really didn't say anything. How are you a head coach and you're not motivating your team to get behind your new quarterback, who is going to be your starter for the next game? Why are you not motivating them to get behind that guy? That makes no sense.
Yeah, I mean, 'cause honestly, you can hand out a few game balls. Shedeur should got one. Miles Garrett should got one. I'm even put it on the record, and I have no idea that even if he would gave the game ball to Miles Garrett probably would have gave it to Shedeur. And that's probably
Honestly.
why. And that's probably why he didn't give out no game balls because he knows that. Because he
he
knows
did
the locker room is with Shedeur.
he did give the a game ball to Miles Garrett. He did give it to
He
him
did.
because
Okay.
he was like, "You got 3 sacks. Here's your game ball." Because he's like, he got 3 sacks this game. I think he's only got 18 sacks for the season so far, and
Yes,
he
he's
gave
on
him the game
pace.
ball. He
Yes,
already
Miles
broke
Garrett's
his
on.
record.
Yeah, Miles Garrett's on pace to break the season record for sacks in the season. I think the record is 25, and
Okay.
this is on the top of my head. I'm not a football fan like that. I think the sack record is 25, and I last time I know the sack record was held by Michael Strahan.
Mm.
I mean, I could be wrong. Um, I'll
Yeah,
do
it's
some.
just
Yeah,
it's hard for you to achieve when you got the guys in the front office against you, you got the guy coaching your team against you, and you got the media against you. It's really hard for you to succeed because you're being put through a microscope worse than everybody else is. And you're just doing the same thing other people are doing. You're not doing anything different. You're not being any more outspoken. You're not doing anything but just playing the game you love and that you grew up on. But you're being treated like you're the worst thing about this game or something. That's just ridiculous.
yeah. Go back to Miles Garrett right quick. Garrett is 5 sacks away from breaking a single season sack record of 22 and a half.
Okay.
The record is shared by Michael Strahan and TJ Watt.
Oh, okay. So he could take
Yeah,
that all by himself.
yeah.
Okay.
Yep. It says
Tuesday hope he gets that.
Garrett's 18 sacks are more than three teams have this season. So
Jesus.
Garrett by himself has more sacks than Carolina Panthers, Cincinnati Bengals, and the San Francisco 49ers. So
Mm,
he's having a
wow.
great, like I said, shout out to Miles Garrett. And that defense is going to definitely help Shedeur win games as well. So the defense, like, we need some help. We need somebody to put some damn points on the board.
Yeah.
So yes, I think with the current team now, if they get a coach that actually mess with Shedeur, the Browns can be. They won't be the ass of the league anymore. The laughing stock. They might can do something and put with the right pieces. But yeah,
Mm. Well, yeah. Speaking of right pieces, Disney about to come get a piece of some other companies. So, if you haven't seen it, if you are any kind of comic book fan, MCU fan, your timeline had to be just bombarded with all these so-called leak photos or set photos from Doomsday, Avengers Doomsday. There was a kind of an X-Men one where you had Professor X, Magneto, Nightcrawler, I think it was Storm, Gambit, who else? Gambit, Cyclops, and Mystique, along with Monica Rambeau in a picture smiling like they were on set in full costume and everything. Then you had other pictures of Wolverine, uh, Tobey Maguire, Spider Man, Robbie Downey Jr., and a few other people in a picture. There have been multiple pictures like this hitting the internet, and a lot of people, me included, I thought they were real set photos, and I was getting super excited for this movie, seeing photos and seeing people in costume and how they look like. Turned out all of it was AI. All
Ugh.
of it was AI. Every bit of it was AI, and it was really good AI. Whoever did it, they literally used a lot of the rumors and a lot of like really close information about Doomsday that have been in other press copies and use that information to make these AI photos. There's subtle things that you notice, like extra hands, a different color of the costumes that shouldn't be. Um, there was one of Beast holding up Fantastic, Mr. Fantastic by the neck, and you can tell he's wearing the Fantastic Four costume from the movie he just had, and not from the Doomsday movie, because we have a there's this piece of clothing that's from Doomsday set after they rapped. They had a rap party, and one of the gifts is this piece of clothing with all the heroes on it, and you can see Mr. Fantastic in there, and his costume is slightly different than his last movie was. It's a different costume, so you can see they took information from past stuff and it's some new stuff, but these have been setting people crazy on the internet, from being excited to being sad and upset and just mad about things. And of course, Disney kind of lets go fan made stuff, long as it doesn't really mess with their IP. But I think this one is kind of going above and beyond past messing with their stuff. So I think they're actually suing this company. I'm trying to get the name of the company. I seen it earlier and I forgot to write it down, but it's a new AI company that kind of just came out. Um, Dang it. No, it's in July, but I'm pretty sure they're going to be suing said company. I know this is not the first time Disney has sued an AI company. And I think in June they sued Mid Journey over AI scandal stuff. And I don't even think that was like Marvel stuff. I think that was just Disney proper stuff they were suing over. So Disney don't play about this. But within some of this information, though, we did get a kernel of truth happening in this. While this was all going on, Kelsey Grammer, is that his name? That's the dude from Frasier. Kelsey
Yeah.
Grammer, who plays Beast. He did an interview talking. He did an interview about something else, and someone asked him about Doomsday, because he is in Doomsday. He's playing Beast, and he talked about how he liked working with the way he said it. He's like, I like working with one of the new guys. I forget his name. And the lady said, "Oh, Pedro Pascal." Pedro Pascal. He was like, "Yes, Pedro. I love him. He was very fun to work with. We had a lot of laughs on set, and it was very good." So that let us know that Beast will be either teamed up or have scenes with Mr. Fantastic in Doomsday. Um, we know that the X-Men are going to be big in Doomsday. Um, so that is so much cool information to go on. Like we've discussed before, they will have their first trailer in the next, in I think it's in like 2 weeks when Avatar 3 comes out. Marcus, you've seen the X-Men movies, or some of them, right? The first ones with Hugh Jackman as Wolverine.
Yes.
Okay, you seen that. So they will be in. They're bringing that X-Men back into the Avengers in the MCU. So they have a lot of them. Like we don't have Holly Berry yet. We haven't. I think there was a rumor that she is in this, but she's not. She's gonna be in Secret Wars and not Doomsday. So she's gonna be in the next movie. But
You
she
just
is in it.
well, you just let me know. I just want to watch the scenes with Halle Berry.
Understandable. But there I think there will be more little bit of um crumbs coming out before the actual trailer comes out. Because they're starting to ramp up their whole marketing plan for Doomsday, and I'm super excited for it. I seen on one of our TikToks somebody said they were more excited for what did they say? Dang it, I'm blanking. Oh, let me go look at it right quick.
Uh,
What did it say? They
Doomsday.
said they were more excited for Supergirl than Doomsday, and I can understand that. Marvel, in some people's eyes, haven't been firing on all cylinders, especially with their movies. The last three movies were Captain America, the Thunderbolts, and Fantastic Four. Honestly, they were like B to C movies for me. They weren't that great. Out of all of them, I liked is a toss up between Captain America and Thunderbolts. Fantastic Four really didn't do nothing for me. There's a few scenes that were okay, but other than that, not great. But their TV shows, for me, their last three TV shows have been really good for me. That was Ironheart, Wakanda, Eyes of Wakanda, and Marvel Zombies. Those shows were really good to me. I really dug them. Daredevil, Born Again, not too much of a fan of that one, but the other three, great shows. Um, so I understand people kind of falling out of love with Marvel right now, but Supergirl, I'm not hating on it. I'm just not sure what they're gonna do with that. I like the Superman movie. It was the best superhero movie of that year for me. So maybe I'm a little I'm 50-50. Marvel, when they do their big Avengers movies, they do a good job. They've had four Avenger movies, and all four of them have been really good, if not phenomenal. So track records for Marvel Avenger movies, they're winning in my book. So only time will tell. Side note, they did push back the Wonder Man movie, a Wonder Man TV series. So we were supposed to get it in December. We're actually going to get it at the start of the new year in January. That kind of sucks, and they're dropping all the episodes at once. So that some people say that means they don't have faith in the show. Um, they did the same kind of thing with Ironheart, and I thought that was still a really good show, and I really dug it a lot. And I watched all the episodes, and I liked it. The same thing with Eyes of Wakanda. They dropped all the episodes at once, still like that. So I can't say that's the 100% proof method that this is a bad show. So I got to go in it with open eyes and give it a chance, just like I did Daredevil Born Again, and I was slightly disappointed. Well, very much disappointed in that show. So we'll have to see. But yeah, let us know. Did you kind of fall victim of the AI Photoshop set photos that were put out about Doomsday? You're not alone. I fell for it myself. I got super excited. But let us know in the comments down below, how did you feel about them? Does it hurt you not being excited for it, or are you just waiting for that first trailer coming out in like 2 weeks? Let us know in the comments down below. With
Hey,
that being said,
before
what?
yeah, I just want to have my old man moment. I don't like AI. I I I think I would sound like an old man. I might sound like a conspiracy theorist, and I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I think AI is going to be the downfall of humans in general.
I
I
do want
I
more
don't like.
legislation. I can't say that word. Around AI controlling what it is able to do. 100%.
It's going to be the end of human civilization. I don't like AI. I think this is a bad idea because I I just don't like
So
it. I have a lot of reasons because it's only going to get better. See, like now, like you
true,
said, in your story,
true.
like there's such subtle things where you can like, oh, okay, that's AI. I extra
Yep,
finger, the suit, but it's only gonna get better, and
yep.
it's gonna get good, and it's gonna be crispy,
It's
and
gonna get
I
real good.
I think it's gonna be the human downfall, man. It's going. Oh, it's a lot of things. It's gonna be a human downfall, but
True.
that's I honestly truly believe that is going to play a big part in it.
So only thing I can say is we've been using AI for a long time before people realized we were using AI. We use it in a lot of our programs. It works in your phone a lot. It's just the onspurt of AI being used in this new way with visuals and uh, manipulating people. This
right.
new form of AI, they do need to have some kind of cap on it or have some kind of more restrictions to it, what you can do with it, because it is getting out of hand really fast. Um,
Think like you can make a video of anyone saying
yeah,
anything,
yeah,
and and the way we got it
yeah,
here,
yeah.
that you can make a video of that guy say something crazy, and people would believe it. It's believable because he say a lot of wild stuff.
Very true.
I'm
They've
just
been
saying,
getting older people using AI by having it sound
scams.
like their loved ones and making them say
Yeah,
like, I need you to send me money, I'm in jail and stuff like that.
yeah,
So they
yeah,
really need to do something soon. They
yeah.
definitely need to do something soon.
Yeah. That's my old man moment. I
All right.
digress, though. That's
Go
my
ahead and
old.
sign us out, Marcus.
All right. Hit the. Oh, hope y'all enjoyed the show. Hit the link in the descriptions with all the socials. We on everything. Uh, don't forget you can leave us a voicemail. Like Sam said, at the beginning of the show, we'll listen. We'll try to answer it. Just be cool. Be cool. Don't be
Yeah.
weird. Don't be weird.
Yeah.
Because I don't
Go
know, but
follow
Sammy.
us on TikTok. We're trying to hit at 50 followers. We're at 47. So go follow us
Oh,
over there.
okay. Yeah. Follow us on the TikTok. We got a lot of content on there. A lot of old videos. Comment section can get pretty funny underneath our videos. It can get funny. It can get wild. So
They get real
yeah.
wild over there.
Uh enjoy y'all Thursday. Enjoy with the family or whatever it is you're doing. Hit the like button. Subscribe. YouTube loves that.
Yep.
Keep us going. Share with your friends, family tomorrow at dinner, cousins. Share it.
Put us on the big
What's
TV.
right, exactly. I don't know if I want to be on big TV. Yeah, put us on big TV. Yeah. But yeah, we'll see y'all next week. Everybody have a happy, fun, safe holiday weekend and day. See y'all next week.
Peace.
Peace.